Well, we're moments away from the final quarterfinals, and after England booked their spots needing extra time to dispatch off Norway, it's up to Argentina to complete the top 4 teams reaching the semi-finals. This is FIFA's dream, having the top 4 teams entering the World Cup semi-finals. Well, Argentina have gone through some hectic times throughout this World Cup, both against Cabo Verde and Egypt. Well, it was absolutely nerve-wracking, and somehow Leo Messi leading their side out of that real mess they found themselves in. Well, as the Arrowhead in Kansas City pays tribute to Jaden Adams, gone but never forgotten, the South African international who we saw in this World Cup. We had him on the Watchalongs too, unfortunately passing away. As for Lionel Scaloni, he's had a hectic time really on the bench, seeing his side put him through the ringer, as Murat Yakin has made a couple of interesting changes in terms of personnel. He's gone with Froilan Xhaka, but he's introduced Jibril Sow into the starting 11. Fabian Rieder and Dan Ndoye remain as the 2 wingers, as Breel Mbolo will lead the line. Leo Messi, 8 World Cup goals, won 25 goals for Argentina, of course, leading the line. What's up, Manny? You're struggling to stay up. I have no idea how you're still up. You didn't have an evening nap? Rookie mistake. Gautam, you feeling Swiss? It just feels like it just might be Argentina's day. Everything has come across perfectly here for FIFA and Infantino. They've got the top 4 teams within sight. And we're off and running. Well, the England game gave us late drama. Wait and see how Argentina respond. Well, the sheer mental exertion that Argentina have had in their previous 2 games would have certainly taken a toll. Lionel Scaloni has gone with a diamond formation by the looks of it. He's got Paredes, Enzo Fernandez, Rodrigo De Paul, and Alexis McAllister as his 4 midfielders. Of course, Leo Messi and Julian Alvarez, Dennis Zakaria with a strike. Julian Alvarez and, of course, Leo Messi as the 2 centre forwards. Tagliafico keeps his place at left back. He was excellent against Egypt. Yeah, of course, Lisandro Martinez, Molina, and Christian Romero keep their spot alongside Dibu Martinez leading between the sticks for Argentina. That's their squad. Strong enough on paper. Switzerland on the outside should look to try and cause them problems, though. They've got Ricardo Rodriguez still going strong in 2026 at left back. Dennis Zakaria at right back. Now, this is where it'll get interesting in the wing areas. Whether or not we see Jibril Sow in just that midfield area, or whether we see him in that number 10, we'll wait and see. Switzerland had to go through the ringer themselves in the quarterfinals. It was a pretty drab game against Colombia. Both teams having opportunities right towards the end, try and take the game before it ended to pens, but Switzerland holding their nerve. Manuel Akanji's terrible penalty gave a bit of hope to Colombia, but it was got done in the end. Wide camera setup, a little bit off. I don't remember the last game that's happened in the Arrowhead, Manny, in Kansas City. Been following a lot of the knockouts. I think this is the first game that we're seeing in the knockouts that's being hosted at the Arrowhead. I might be wrong. Well, Fabian Rieder on that right-hand side, when Remo Freuler, they'll have to keep a close watch on what Enzo Fernandez will be in terms of his movements. That might be a foul by Julian Alvarez. Alvarez trying to step up the tempo. And that's the thing, right? Argentina will be desperate for a quick start here and a bit of a cushion. There's no way they can go through another war and then play England. England haven't been the most convincing side. We saw Norway absolutely boss them in the second half. Norway didn't take advantage of it. Good run by Dan Ndoye past Nahuel Molina. Good defending by Molina, and he gets the goal kick. Yep, good defending there by the Atletico Madrid right back, Al Molina. Tagliafico as the left back is a good option. I liked him over Facundo Medina, who started off the tournament early on, but the experienced Nico Tagliafico It was an excellent outlet on that left-hand side against Egypt. Valverde and Akanji will have their hands full here up against Alvarez and Leo Messi. Alvarez got his first start, I believe, against Egypt in the round of 16. Didn't have the best of games. Just wait for that engine to just about warm up and get ready to play at full clip here today. Once again, I'd like to thank everybody tuning in live. It's past 6:30 a.m. in India. The double watch along, well and truly on. And if I get lucky and this game finishes on time, I might be live for Conor McGregor versus Tony Ferguson in the main event of UFC 329. Hectic all-nighter. The things you do for the love of the game. Here's Enzo Fernandez up against Freuler. Enzo, who scored that magnificent header in stoppage time of the first half to give Argentina what looked like a controversial winner by the looks of it. But yeah, man, Egypt were 2-0 up. 80 minutes. Well, Christian Romero scored in the 79th, but they had about 10 plus stoppage time to see the game out. They lost their composure. Well, I appreciate that, Manny. I'm doing my best. Trying to keep the spirits high, keep the eyes open. This is championship rounds. But Manny, this is rookie stuff. You had to find at least a couple of hours nap in the evening. I certainly got a good 3 hours sleep. I needed it. Otherwise, there's no chance. Not at my advanced age. Here's Dennis Zakaria, finds Elvedi. Nico Elvedi. Mönchengladbach centre half, finding Ricardo Rodriguez. Gregor Kobel, who made that terrific save of Cucho Hernandez from the spot. That's the one that gave Switzerland the advantage, and then from there, close the penalty shootout out. They'll know they'll be up against it, not just a side, but also some bigger powers at stake. There's Ricardo Rodriguez, Dan Ndoye. Again, Argentina going for this very narrow formation. McAllister, he gets robbed off the ball. Switzerland on business here. Lovely run. Mbolo, cutback opportunity. It's a chance. Oh, Jibril So just scuffs it. That was not the most convincing bit of defending there by Argentina. They can be got at, man. Oh, Manny, you did nap and you're still struggling. Don't got it. Here's Jibril So. Dennis Zakaria. Decent buff ball in. They don't clear their lines. Argentina looking a bit ropey. Xhaka with the strike. Well over. Argentina have not started this game well whatsoever. It's the Swiss on the front foot. And they're looking smooth, Manny. Exactly. Nice stuff from them. Xhaka with the effort. We saw Jude Bellingham put the S on his chest and carry his team into the World Cup semi-finals. This is going to be Leo Messi again for Argentina. They keep relying on him, and he keeps delivering. England's athleticism is going to bury these guys. I mean, England's athleticism at this point of the campaign, it's pretty much cooked, man. I mean, it's Jude Bellingham carrying the physicality of their side. Declan Rice is playing on his last legs. Harry Kane offers nothing physically. So the physicality part that you're talking about with England, I mean, Reece James, now that he's fit, he certainly adds that. But yeah, man, I wouldn't be so sure. England didn't do anything too convincing. Yes, in terms of the defensive work, excellent stuff. They limited Norway to very little. It was a free goal by Andre Schjelderup. Going forward, some questions need to be asked themselves. So I wouldn't trust either one of these sides. One thing's for sure, it's that side of the bracket that's going to win that tournament. It's either going to be Spain or France. Here's Enzo Fernandez, the only Chelsea player to score in the FIFA World Cup 2026. And for that, we are thankful. Here's Messi. Molina continues his run. Decent clip ball in, cleared by Elvedi. Spence alone is enough. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. How do they stop Leo Messi? who finds McAllister. Deflection. Is it a corner? Yes, it is. Leo Messi with a bit of a shape and shift. And Messi plays well. Argentina play well as McAllister's effort thunders against Valverde. McAllister's had a tricky World Cup. Has struggled a bit physically. Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City. Getting a bit of floodlight action now. Messi's ball in. Flick on header. Oh, nobody making the run towards the far stick. I think it's McAllister who might have gotten ahead to it. Looks like a Swiss player's final touch. Is it Mbolo? Is it McAllister? Yep, real Mbolo. Very much off him. On the corner, they literally make Messi walk all the way across. He's going to take all the important set pieces. Early goal for Argentina will just calm the nerves. Let's be honest, guys. The semi-final lineup is looking pretty good. If Argentina get the job done. Messi's ball in. Oh, the chance, and it's 1-0. It's Alexis McAllister. An unlikely goal scorer. His first World Cup goal, and Argentina do have the early goal. It's a looping header, and Leo Messi gets an assist. Oh, that caught everybody by surprise. The Swiss player is absolutely motionless. And it's 1-0 to Argentina, just like that. Again, Alexis McAllister getting a free-ish header in the box. That is a bit of a weak defending there from Argentina. From Switzerland, rather. Let's have a look here. Messi's ball in. Oh, it's far too easy. Far too easy. He gets the jump on Gibril So. That's a very good header. Yeah, Manny, I think that's fair. One more goal and you can call it a night. Lionel Scaloni goes straight to the set-piece coach. Walter Mazzari. Well, Switzerland giving no chance by the looks of it. Boys are ready to sign off. 10 minutes into the game, Argentina, perfect start. McAllister's first World Cup goal arrives in the big moment. And now Switzerland will have to go out and play now. What do they have in store for us? Can they put a bit of pressure on Argentina? Next goal certainly has to be Swiss for this game to carry any sort of life. Argentina have had to do a lot of fighting from behind. Not had a comfortable-ish lead so far. In the knockouts, that is. It's comfortable when Messi was scoring for fun early on in the campaign. Hat-trick against Algeria, brace against Austria. Enzo Fernandez's flick-on header. Manuel Akanji fights, and Julian Alvarez puts him under enough pressure. Murat Yakin side, possibly the worst possible start. Mbolo has been charged down by Christian Romero. That is some old school defending. Christian Romero going through the back of Mbolo. It's a bit of dangerous play by the looks of it. He's gone charging in. Doesn't catch him on the head, but the landing is very painful for Mbolo. And who are these brothers? Argentine heritage. Players that have won the World Cup in the past, maybe? Not really sure, but Switzerland, they need to come out and show some fight now. In all the ways they could have conceded, to concede from a set piece. Murat Yakin will be absolutely fuming with that. And it's McAllister too with the header. It's not like Romero thundered one in. Argentina do not have too much size in their side, and for them to score off a set piece, a direct header, inquiries have to be led. Mbolo finds Gibril So. Oh, he hits it well out of play there. Dan and Doig not on the same wavelength there, but gets the applause. is the first game that we're going to see in floodlights in the quarterfinals. It's going to take the second half, though. It's all been played in daylight. It's pretty weird, pretty jarring on the eyes. Enzo Fernandez, Leo Messi. 7 a.m. in the morning and they can't get a pass in properly. You're feeling a few nerves, that's for sure. Reaching this stage, it's pretty admirable from a Switzerland point of view. Population of not too many and still Swiss cheese, Swiss chocolate and fondue. That's some major contributions to international cuisine, Manny. Switch from the right-hand side. Switzerland's passing has just deserted them in the early stages here. It's been comfortable for Argentina. Might be a foul by Julian Alvarez. Granit Xhaka picks the ball up with his hand. He's not going to get the decision. Scaloni applauds the effort of Julian Alvarez. Isn't that a foul by Alvarez? But we're not surprised, are we? Going to be some favorable decisions for Argentina, that's for sure. There's Martinez. All about the cuisines, Manny. It's something for breakfast today that we're going to have to turn on. 8:30 this finishes, hopefully. Then the UFC Watchalong. Hopefully that's a quick finish. I don't think timings might match there. Good chance that the UFC finale could end up at the same time this finishes. Molina plays the 1-2. Good defending by Manuel Akanji. Ricardo Rodriguez on the slide, and Leo Messi on the right-hand side could cause havoc now. It's Leo Messi, goes on the inside. Is that a foul there, ref? He doesn't give it. McAllister fights. Paredes loses out. That's a good touch by Mbolo. Reader. Clever pass there by Ricardo Rodriguez. Finds Dan Ndoye. Well, Rodrigo de Paul in the side to protect Messi's corner. Just allows Messi to not track because he knows de Paul is behind him. Corner should do round 1 KO and let me sleep. Oh yeah, the sleep's gonna hit. It's been hectic. It's been hectic. I can't do another extra time, I'm not gonna lie. It's gonna be far too much for me. Do I have a choice? Probably not. Especially if this game at the current stage doesn't look like Switzerland have enough tools in their armor. That's a needless foul by Ricardo Rodriguez. Well, Johan Manzambi not being available for Switzerland has been a massive blow. Roberto Baggio in the house. Massive blow indeed. He just is that dynamic influence in the number 10 position. Allows Switzerland to play a lot more progressively through the center. What happened? Did India lose? Who scored a century for England? I saw one of the thumbnails on YouTube. Somebody scored a century for England. I'm guessing India lost because that's the way it has been. Here's Julian Alvarez trying to cause Akanji some problems. McAllister. De Paul screaming for the ball. How's the score, Manny? Here's Messi. Clever pass between the lines. Alvarez. Yeah, Wimbledon 2. Gonna get Sinner versus Zverev. 1 versus 2. Djokovic, unfortunately, well past it to go past prime Sinner. On the right-hand side, De Paul. Butler 131. That's it. Oh, just lost by 50. Not bad. Who scored for us? How the hell did we score 200? I heard Suryavanshi was dropped. Not ideal, man. It's been a less than ideal start to his India career. They threw him into the deep end. Yeah, they did drop Vaibhav. Absolutely wild, man. Who opened for him for India then? They bring Sanju Samson back and everything is lost when all hope is lost. Cheta, please help us. Here's Paredes. Freuler. Argentina win the ball in midfield. Now Leo Messi, he's got runners in front of him. He can look for Julian Alvarez. Instead, he goes for McAllister. McAllister's back heel is a very curious one. Manuel Akanji leads the ball out. Switzerland need to get their passing going here. I think the hydration break is just about ideal for them. They have not started this game well. They brought Sanju back. Criminals. Here's Freuler. Ishan and Tilak 50 is good. At least they sign off with some sort of form. Well, back to the footy now. Here's Elvedi. Good pass between the lines. Jibril So with the strike. It's straight at Martinez. First shot on target. About time. Switzerland have been on the slow cooker. Jibril So drafted into the starting 11 today. Martinez with a comfortable enough save. Oh, long punt forward with Julian Alvarez chasing. And just like that, the entire press has been bypassed. The offside flag has been raised. Shame there, but fortunate for Switzerland. That's what Julian Alvarez does offer. Run and gun kind of pace in the channels. A perfect foil for Leo Messi. Well, both semi-finals as it stands will be really tough to call. France just about edged it against Spain. Argentina, England. Tough to call, man. And luckily, I'm not in the prediction business. It's not something I enjoy doing anyways. There's Jibril So. Good defending by Lisandro Martinez, and he prevents the ball going in their favor. Yeah, good call, ref. Nicely done. Lisandro Martinez quickly on the slide. Jibril So with that decent enough strike as see a bit of Argentine royalty. Javier Zanetti, part of Inter's 2010 treble-winning side, the captain. Was he the guy who scored in 98 when Beckham got sent off? I think it was Zanetti's equalizer after Michael Owen opened the scoring. Don't hold me to it, but I think it was him. Of course, did have iconic moments for club and country, representing Argentina up until 2010. Maxi Rodriguez, of course, who scored the goal of the tournament in 2010. Cheston Wally, edge of the box. If you know, you know. Here's now El Molina. Leo Messi, looking to dictate from deep. Finds Lisandro Martinez. It's been pretty comfortable for Argentina. Same has not been the case. Good press resistance from Licha. Nicely done, Martinez. Well, Switzerland yet to land a telling blow. You need to see a bit more of Granit Xhaka, a bit more of Freuler in that midfield area. Try and grab the game. Exploit the wide areas has to be the instruction from Murat Yakin because Argentina are playing with no width whatsoever. They're playing the diamond in midfield with Paredes holding, McAllister and Rodrigo de Paul on either side, and Enzo Fernandez as almost like the number 10. So they have to take care of to make use of the wide areas. Tagliafico, he'll be trying to provide the width on that left-hand side, try and catch him out at the other end. Switzerland need to use their wingers here. Maybe if Bray Lembolo needs to start off from the left-hand side and drift in field, might work because he's getting no change out of Lisandro Martinez and Christian Romero Hydration break actually at a very good time for Switzerland, who have not turned up yet at the Arrowhead Stadium. Well, the Alexis McAllister header, the difference between the two sides. Leo Messi, another assist for him. He and Kylian Mbappe are literally trying to match each other in terms of stats. They're both on 8. Leo Messi still has about 70 minutes of play left. Erling Haaland with 7 goals, earlier knocked out by Harry Kane's England. Kane and Bellingham on 6 goals each. The heavy hitters have certainly turned up this World Cup, and that's been fantastic to see. Dembele has got 5. Dembele going to try and steal the show against Spain. For Spain, Lamine Yamal, just the 1 goal so far. Their main guy has not been any of the usual suspects that you associate with. It's been Mikel Merino, the clutch super sub in both knockout games, scoring late goals. Spain finally conceding a World Cup goal. Charles de Ketelaere's header. The Arrowhead Stadium. We're getting a good explanation as to why it's named as such. The arrow in the corners of the stands. Man, are you watching Hero Bikes ads? Look at that for advertisement. Getting traction at 7 a.m. on a Sunday. El Brillambolo, very little service for him in this first half. Let's see how the game does change, or if it does, post this hydration break. About 20 minutes away. Argentina, pretty comfortable. Gianni Infantino and the USA getting exactly what they want here by the looks of it. 1, 2, 3, and 4. All in the World Cup semi-finals. Not sure when's the last time that has happened, where the top 4 seeded sides all make it to the semis. Good header there by Romero. Xhaka. Header under pressure. Any trivia night. When's the last time all top 4 teams seeded reached the World Cup semi-finals? Here's De Paul, cleared away by Molina. Valverde, risky. Leo Messi was nipping at his heels. Denis Zakaria. Here's Xhaka. Freuler finds clever little pass there by Denis Zakaria. Manny, I wasn't asking you over the top of your head. It was a ask the Google AI. I don't remember either. No chance I would know. It's always a surprise package in the World Cup semi-final. 2022, we saw Morocco. England are number 4 in the world. Brazil number 5. Or Portugal number 5. It's one of those fraudulent teams. Don't go too much by the rankings. Brilliant run by Dinan Doy. Goes for the reverse. Well defended. Christian Romero reads that perfectly. That's a foul on De Paul. I'm not surprised. That's a needless foul on Rodrigo De Paul. Xhaka with the sliding challenge. That's a clear foul. Soja Manny, it doesn't look like Switzerland have it in them. Be very surprised, but maybe they're saving themselves for the second half, but they struggle for goals against Colombia. Cannot go back-to-back World Cup knockout games without scoring, man. You have to find the back of the net. Gives your fans something to cheer about. Yes, the 2-0 victory against Algeria was quite comfortable in the round of 32. Again, it's Alvarez trying to cause problems. Enzo making the late run. Yeah, I think 120 minutes It was far too much for Switzerland at this point of the tournament. Colombia dragged them to the depths. Both of them had chances to win the game before pens. Remember, Campas for Colombia having a glorious opportunity right towards the end, but his effort well over the crossbar. Here's Romero. Now, Molina. I'm sure Lionel Scaloni will be absolutely chomping at the bit to give Leo Messi some rest. Messi has been working overtime this World Cup. They can get the second or even the third, maybe by the 60th minute. Yes, you're thinking too far ahead. I'm sure Scaloni, he's been burnt before. Won't be counting his chickens that early. Giving Messi some rest would be utterly critical with two of the biggest games possibly to go after this one. Here's Xhaka. Switzerland need a spark. They need something to go their way. They found it very difficult here at the Arrowhead Stadium. Getting a lot of possession. They've only had the one shot on goal. That was a strike from distance by Jibril So. Dan Ndoye. Decent enough header. Oh, they can't keep the ball. They're struggling. They really are struggling here. DePaul has worked furiously. Try and helping out. Is that Javier Pastore? Ex-Argentinian PSG player. Oh, Enzo Fernandez gives the ball away. We're having a look at Enzo's agent, and Enzo at that very second gets robbed off the ball. Talking about sparks that Switzerland need here. Maybe it's a mistake. 3 by half time. Manny, I'll be very surprised regardless of the scoreline if you're joining back for the second half. It's not a challenge, bro. I'm telling you, please prioritize sleep if needed. Well, luckily, this is the last game of the World Cup that's at this ungodly hour. Molina. Decent pass forward. Molina continues his run. McAllister shut down immediately. And no bite in the Swiss attack, but Ndoye's trying to make things happen. Here goes the Nottingham Forest winger. Clever pass. Mbolo can't bring that under control. Breel Mbolo! Good save by Martinez. Oh, he comes out quickly. That was the moment for Switzerland. The first time Breel Mbolo has been switched here. There's a chance. Oh, Lisandro Martinez jumps out quickly, but the foul has been given. Finally, Switzerland awake. Mbolo was definitely onside. He somehow gets past Lisandro Martinez. Great save. Dibu Martinez making himself as big as possible. Lisandro Martinez, that was not the most convincing bit of defending from the Manchester United centre-half. This was the foul that was called, and I think the foul would have stood. Dan Ndoye trying to pinch the ball off Rodrigo de Paul. Finally, a bit of chomp in the Swiss attack. Well, there's the thing. Find that channel where Breel Mbolo can have a run at Lisandro Martinez. Martinez, under no real pressure, kicks it forward. And half-time, not the worst for Switzerland at this stage. Still 1-0 down, game very much in the balance. Does it start to rain? Ball looks a bit sluggish on the pitch. There's Ricardo Rodriguez, finds Dan Ndoye. Granit Xhaka finds Rodriguez. Now Manuel Akanji. Good bit of possession this for Switzerland. Heading towards the final 4 games of the World Cup. It's been a brilliant World Cup, man. Enjoyed every bit of it. Yes, a few games have bored us a little bit, but that happens. It definitely happens in a tournament. We've seen the goals. We've seen some of the underdogs really fight and give the big sides a real problem. And of course, the stars. When the stars show up, the World Cup illuminates. Here's Xhaka. Manuel Akanji. Decent enough carry. Argentina happy to retreat into a low block here. Decent enough ball forward. Molina's header. It's a Swiss corner. So it's Granit Xhaka's clip pass. Molina. Safety first approach. Corner for Switzerland. Well, Argentina scored from a set piece. Maybe Switzerland respond in the same manner here. Raiders corner. Cleared away by man who got the telling touch in the other box, McAllister. Raider. Fabian Raider gets fouled there. It's a needless free kick. That's a striker's challenge by Julian Alvarez. Nice feed there by Fabian Raider. They're trying to threaten with set pieces. Again, it's all about the delivery. Granit Xhaka stepped away completely. Raiders' left foot is there, or they could go with Remo Freuler. Freuler's right foot. That corridor of uncertainty has to be the target between the back line and the goalkeeper. Switzerland looking for a way back. Raiders ball in. Martinez commanding goalkeeping. Brilliantly done. Zakaria last man goes back to Gregor Kerbel. Oh boy, one of the fights of UFC 329 already done. We're on a clock here. I don't think I'll be able to do the watch along for UFC 329. That might be over before this concludes. Just under 10 plus added on time remaining in the first half. There's Ricardo Rodriguez. England were struggling for a goal until Jude Bellingham decided to put on that Superman cape and go and drag his team back level. Somebody for Switzerland needs to step up here. Looks like Fabian Raider might be one of those who's tried to get enough of the ball. Lionel Scaloni will be pleased with this game. Good night, Manny. Thanks a lot for tuning in for both watch-alongs. Get a good night's sleep and enjoy your Sunday, brother. Here's Romero. Molina. Yeah, bro. Crash. Crash away. Enjoy your Sunday. If you wake up and you see the scoreline that looks a bit, ooh, what happened there? Might not happen, but you never know. Yeah, the Swiss performance has certainly been a bit of a downer. Not gonna lie. They've hung in there. Gregor Kerbel has not had too much to do. I mean, I would go as far as saying even the Argentine performance hasn't been at a very high level. It's just been a set-piece goal, and that's something that Murat Yakin will be telling his players heading into half-time. Yes, they've got the names. Yes, they've got even a lot of the possession, but they haven't hurt us. Clean 2-0? Probably. There's been only one clean quarterfinal so far, and that was France versus Morocco. Toothless game indeed so far. It's been a second half World Cup anyways. At least we did see a goal. A 0-0 halftime scoreline would have certainly been a painful one. Seven plus added on time remaining in the first half here at Arrowhead. What this World Cup has done for me is pretty much identify or be able to allocate the stadium names and the cities they're in. Had a fair idea, but now slightly more sure about maybe 7 or 8 NFL teams. On the right-hand side, here's Zakaria. Finds Freuler. Swiss in no hurry to up the tempo here. Just trying to move the Argentine pieces around. Not trying to up the tempo on the right-hand side. Zakaria trying to go through Nico Tagliafico. Free kick for Argentina. Yeah, Tagliafico does well. Showcases experience. Shields the ball. And wins the free kick. Well, the momentum shows that it's all Switzerland, and Argentina have barely laid a glove on them. And you have to concur. Murat Yakin will be saying, well done in terms of control. In the second half, maybe time to just step it up in terms of the final third play. Again, I've said this every time Switzerland have taken the field, but them not having Johan Manzambi in the number 10 really does hurt them. Switzerland not as blessed as other nations to have superb options off the bench. So when they do have key players, critical that they stay fit throughout the tournament. Manzambi, who's on his way from Freiburg to Newcastle. Exciting to see him in the Premier League next season. Here's Elvedi. Oh, what a terrible pass by Dennis Zakaria. And now Argentina, if they can score a second before halftime, it might be over. Leo Messi's pass intercepted. Ooh, it's a risky back header by Akanji with Enzo Fernandez waiting for any sort of mistake. And now it's Switzerland. They need to capitalize here. Quick attack. Freuler, Akanji again. Go forward, forward. Rodriguez. Oh, it's a lot of sideways and backwards passing. Now Xhaka. Then what will really give Switzerland a bit of hope is Argentina's lack of cutting edge in the final third. That's a foul by Leandro Paredes on Gibril. So this is a good position for Switzerland to conjure something up here. That's a clear foul by Leandro Paredes. Should have no complaints about that one. Goes wrong side. Sliding in. Chance for Switzerland before halftime. And we saw how the game flipped. And there you go. The king of Arrowhead, Patrick Mahomes. I think he signed an extension to his 10-year, $500 million deal. Absolutely insane stuff, but he's worth every penny, and he's changed the lives of Kansas City. Free kick in a good position here for Switzerland. 3+ added on time remaining. Reader or Freuler with the ball in. Very disappointing. Freuler's not going to get another free kick by the looks of it. Disappointing. Very disappointing. Just tries to... He's gone for goal here. Remo Freuler. He's trying to catch Dibu Martinez out. Leo Messi complaining about something. He was absolutely pissed off. Murat Yakin would have liked the control his side have shown. Bit more cutting edge though. Breel Mbolo having a half chance. Was immediately smothered by Emiliano Martinez. Good goalkeeping from them. Argentina have tried to go long on multiple occasions. Julian Alvarez being a willing runner. Keep him going. Oh, that's a bad foul. Breel Mbolo on Leandro Paredes. The last thing we want to see is this game going 11v10. Paredes is down. Looks like Mbolo might have just caught him late. It's a yellow card for Mbolo. Centre forward has to toe the line now. Let's have a look at this challenge. Did look late. I want to see whether or not he actually catches Paredes. I mean, it's not a challenge really. Paredes is going to kick the ball out. Yeah, probably that's a yellow card. Unfortunate, but the call has been made by the ref. Half time swiftly passes by. Argentina pretty comfortable. Got to say Switzerland, despite chasing the game, have had very little defensive work to do, man. I mean, the two centre-halves have kept an easy eye on Julian Alvarez, with Argentina looking to go long. The diamond midfield for Argentina has neither controlled nor set the tempo or found any sort of creativity. Mbolo, strong as an ox there, nicely done. Foul by Lisandro Martinez, drags his team up the pitch. Mbolo is convinced that Martinez should have been booked. Mbolo has to be careful. Might have a case here because Lisandro Martinez clearly holds him back. Oh, Dan Ndoye has looked pretty enterprising on that left-hand side, but not having the final touch to it. Well, 3.5 minutes remaining of first half added on time. The Alexis McAllister goal, the difference between the two sides. Here's Ricardo Rodriguez. Xhaka finds Nico Elvedi. Now Dennis Zakaria. I want to say Argentina, England. It promises to be a cracker on paper, but both sides not the best of performances heading into the business end. Ooh, the handball given against Gibril So cannot believe it. Has he lent his arm across? Might have been a foul on Dennis Zakaria there. Switzerland will feel like they've gotten no decision. 2.5 minutes plus added on time remaining in the first half. Taking an age before the free kick happens. The first half of games deep in the tournament won't be the most pleasing to watch. It's in the second half where things might get a bit more desperate. Gibril So needs to be careful here. That's his second foul. Last thing you want is the ref to start adding them up and give you a yellow card. We've already seen Breel Mbolo picking up a yellow card for his tackle on Paredes. Again, Tagliafico does well to just shield the ball. Free kick for Argentina. Been only the set piece that has opened up the Swiss defense. Other than that, we've had absolutely nothing to take it quickly. Here's Leo Messi. Paredes finds Rodrigo de Paul. Molina. Christian Romero. Both him and Sandro Martinez have done more than enough in terms of shutting out the Swiss attack. Final minute of added on time here in the first half. Alexis McAllister's early header from the Leo Messi corner. The difference between the two sides. Enzo Fernandez finds Christian Romero. Between the lines, clever pass by McAllister. Argentina going forward, slight concerns have to be raised. Defensively, they have not been very good throughout the tournament. It's been pretty much the Leo Messi carry job going forward for Argentina. Enzo Fernandez's pass is comfortably intercepted by Nico Elvedi. That might be a foul on Endoy. No? Can Endoy getting a head injury there. Decent enough leap. Now Molina, has he used his elbows for a bit of leverage? It was a fair enough jump. I think the ref will blow the first half whistle here. But in terms of a spectacle, it hasn't really delivered. Both attacks struggling. Both defenses very much on top. And Switzerland will be absolutely kicking themselves that they conceded from a corner, man. For a team that do not have too many dominant players aerially, for them to concede to an Alexis McAllister free header. Murat Yakin will be telling, boys, we could have had the perfect half. Instead, Alexis McAllister's halftime goal has given them the halftime lead. Nicely done from Argentina's point of view. And as it stands, the top 4 teams heading into this World Cup will all make it to the semi-finals. We'll be back for second half action very shortly. Let me repeat that. We're a few minutes away from the start of the second half. About 3 minutes before the two sides head out in the middle. Possibly the final 45 minutes of quarter-final action. One side of the bracket, we've got Spain and France, number 2 and 3 in the world. And after England secured their spot, needing extra time and Jude Bellingham's heroics, England have booked their spot, and now they possibly await Argentina, who are 45 minutes away from a rare, comfortable victory. Well, barring that Alexis McAllister goal, Argentina going forward have flattered to deceive. Leo Messi has had a couple of moments, but other than that, haven't seen too much from the main man. Julian Alvarez has run the channels. Well, barring that Alexis and what else are we talking about in terms of Argentinian attack? It's been comfortable for them defensively. The one time that we did see Breel Embolo through on goal, Emiliano Martinez quickly closed down the angle for a good save. That was 1-1. It would have given Switzerland something of a shot in the arm, really, because they have limited Argentina to very little. It's only that set piece goal that separates the two sides. Alexis McAllister with a good directed header, his first of the World Cup. The UFC 329 still happening. We're all waiting for the Conor McGregor Tony Ferguson welterweight clash. Let's see whether or not it overlaps or I end up missing the main event. If I get a chance, I'll definitely be doing the watch along for Tony Ferguson versus Conor McGregor. Well, Argentina won't want to get too complacent, though. I mean, yes, it's been comfortable for them, but they leave this on the edge. Switzerland pull a goal back, and things can get very uncomfortable. This World Cup for Argentina has been anything but straightforward. The Arrowhead Stadium under the lights looking absolutely magnificent. Well, the Swiss players will be looking to make an impact off the bench. I don't think any change will be made by Murat Yakin, as he'll be just asking for a little bit more from his team. Forward thrust, momentum, and give it your absolute all. Otherwise, Switzerland's World Cup campaign comes to an end in the quarterfinals. Nicolas Otamendi was used in that game against Egypt to try and close out stoppage time. Yet to see Enzo Fernandez have any sort of impact in this game. Rodrigo de Paul, Leandro Paredes, and Alexis McAllister, three midfielders ahead of him. Had to do a lot of chasing, a lot of side to side. Not enough in terms of real action here. Well, possibly the last half of football before we head to the final four. FIFA is getting what they want here. The top four sides all in the semi-finals. It's heavy hitting, it's compelling stuff. We will be live to cover all of it. Murat Yakin with possibly his most important team talk at the half-time break. The players are out in the middle as Argentina look to protect their 1-0 lead that they've worked very hard for. And if they do that, they will meet England in the semi-finals. Off and running for the start of the second half. Lionel Scaloni would have told his team, get that second goal as quickly as possible, and then you can mess about if you want to. Alexis McAllister, decent enough cushion. Paredes, oh, that's a curious pass by Leandro Paredes. Not sure who he was looking at, but Argentina having no width certainly hurts them, man. It's like Lionel Scaloni is just trying to cram in as many midfielders as possible. They've got zero wide threat. Messi and Julian Alvarez are both operating centrally, so they're not able to make the pitch as wide as possible, and that is making it very comfortable for Switzerland. Here's Messi, De Paul, McAllister. Early goal in the second half will certainly calm the nerves. Messi looking to play the 1-2. Akanji plays a clever pass to Granit Xhaka. Oh, what a pass that is by Ricardo Rodriguez. Breel Embolo invites Dennis Zakaria forward. Zakaria now, powerful running. Finds Jibril Sow. Back to Zakaria. Here's Freuler. Decent enough face this for Switzerland. Zakaria again. Freuler. Nico Elvedi. Zakaria. Freuler. Back to Elvedi. Decent pass between the lines, and it's a decent strike by Raider, but well blocked. Comfortable for Dibu Martinez. Zakaria has been very much front foot. That's a foul. That's certainly a foul. Tagliafico, such a rash challenge. Set piece here for Switzerland. It's these moments where they have to capitalize. Argentina, not the biggest of sides. The centre halves lack real size, barring Christian Romero's got a presence about him. It's all about the delivery, though. Granit Xhaka is not taking these set pieces. Saw that in the first half as well. Jibril Sow, who had a shot on target from a strike from distance. Prowling around the box. Raider with the ball, but it's too easy for Martinez. Switzerland's set pieces have been so disappointing. Considering they've got the height advantage, they have not utilized it once. McAllister being pressed by two Swiss midfielders. Not sure that's the best idea. Space will open up, and Enzo Fernandez breaking his neck to get forward, but Dennis Zakaria wins the ball comfortably. There is a bit of waterlogging on the pitch. You can see certain areas where water has caught on and is not drying off. Difficult to dribble in those places. You can see those patches. Sure, it makes it slightly uncomfortable, especially if you want to dribble. Enzo Fernandez finding out the hard way against Dennis Zakaria. Paredes finds Christian Romero. Nahuel Molina. Argentina with conservative passing. Paredes. Clever pass. Leo Messi receives, and Leo Messi sends on the right-hand side. It's a strike of Molina. It's a curious strike, man. Pulls it far too early, and especially with an attack here. You've got Alvarez. Certainly has to look for him. Alvarez, hands on head, wondering why, oh why is my right back shooting from there? Here's Nico Elvedi. Oh, Breel Embolo, if he's onside, could make something out of it. Breel Embolo with the cutback. It's Jibril Sow, great block by Lisandro Martinez. And then the offside flag has been raised. It was Dan Ndoye, not Jibril Sow at the far stake, but outstanding block by Lisandro Martinez. Again, it's one ball over the top. Yeah, I think he's just off there, Mbolo. And he does the right thing with this pass, man. But great block by Lisandro Martinez. Look how quickly he covers the ground. That's the kind of encouragement that Switzerland want here. Thumbs up by Mbolo. He's like, that's the one. Keep over the top. Keep floating those balls in. Gives me a chance. I was so disappointed to see the way Norway played. They played a lot of football, but none of them to the strength of Erling Haaland. Messi pounces on the loose pass. Great dribbling. It's Leo Messi. Nearly goes on the outside. Elvedi defends well. And now Jibril So. Mbolo back to So. Oh, ball given away. That's in a dangerous position. Alvarez goes on the outside. It's Julian Alvarez on his left foot. Clever pass, but well intercepted. Alvarez again, though. Julian Alvarez with the strike deflected. Corner for Argentina. Just like that, the game just wakes up. I'm seeing a bit more now in the match. Second goal will just feel like it'll pretty much kill this one. See whether or not it does remain. Messi's corner. Messi delivers. Flick on header. It's Enzo Fernandez. Just looks to use the pace from the cross. Not able to guide that anywhere on target. Decent pass over the top, but can't make anything stick here, Switzerland. Let's have a quick look at their bench, whether or not they have some real game changers. No Johan Manzambi. They got Ruben Vargas. Itten is an option. No Okafor. Leeds United forward. Other than that, you're scratching your head in terms of real quality as Dibu Martinez spreads it brilliantly onto the right-hand side. Molina continuing his run. Tire press being bypassed. Cross comes into the box. Gregor Kobel with a comfortable enough grab. Enzo Fernandez. No surprise him making that run towards the near post. There's Dennis Zakaria. Musa So. Jibril So rather. Given the ball away needlessly. Good challenge by Tagliafico. Enzo Fernandez finds McAllister. Now De Paul. Messi to McAllister. McAllister again. Just about lands to Leandro Paredes. Shows good press resistance. Former Paris Saint-Germain midfielder. Here's Tagliafico. Julian Alvarez. I think the first change that Lionel Scaloni might be making is Lautaro Martinez coming on for Julian Alvarez. That I'm pretty sure he wants to keep this midfield four. Enzo Fernandez. Decent flick on header for Alvarez. Julian Alvarez. Good possession kept. Tagliafico. Under a bit of pressure. Keeps the ball well. Here's Paredes. De Paul with a heavy touch. Switzerland forcing the turnover. Dan Ndoye can have a run now. Here's Ndoye. Good challenge. Christian Romero. Supremely done. He's the kind of centre half Argentina just love to have, man. Mop up the mess by any means necessary. Oh, Switzerland again with a high turnover. Jibril So's ball in. Dan Ndoye's cushion header. Granit Xhaka back to Dan Ndoye. Ndoye looking to manufacture a bit of room for the strike. It's well blocked. Valverde, Switzerland now catching a bit of fire. Enzo Fernandez is on the ground by the looks of it. Is that Enzo? No, it's Paredes. He's holding his knee. That was a crunching moment. And it was Switzerland just starting to catch a bit of momentum in those forward areas. Paredes looks in real discomfort. This was Dan and Doy trying to just shoot that over. That was not the incident that caught Paredes. This was Jibril So's ball in. Granit Xhaka, the ball didn't really sit up nicely for him to take a strike. Again, what has happened that Paredes went to ground and they stopped the attack, because that surely can't be it. It's a bit of dark arts being implemented by Leandro Paredes just to take a bit of the influence out of the game. Brandon Royval has won, which means there's 2 more fights before Conor McGregor and Tony Ferguson. I need both fights to go the distance and this one to finish in the next 30 plus stoppage time. Here's Valverde. Xhaka onto the left-hand side. Good chop, trying to just manufacture a bit of room. Molina, good challenge. Molina has been very watchful defending against Dan and Doy. Swiss fans hoping that their journey leads them into the semi-finals for the very first time. It'll be an incredible story, really, for a nation the size of Switzerland to reach the World Cup semi-finals. Bolo wants a foul. He's not going to get it. Christian Romero finds Lisandro Martinez. And long punt forward. Argentina versus England is going to see Chelsea captain and Chelsea vice captain in action. Enzo Fernandez and Reece James both expected to start. Here's Jibril So. He's got Zakaria on the outside. He utilizes him. Zakaria can't keep it in play, just showcasing why he's not a right back. He's a midfielder by trade, but having to make those shifts at right back, not easy. Argentina are playing some conservative football. Again, it's a dangerous game. Still about half an hour plus stoppage time. Switzerland get a goal back, they'll feel that they can take this game, man, because Argentina have not caused them any problems. Goal aside, Gregor Kobel has had absolutely nothing to do, not even a strike from distance. It's been a complete off-color game from Argentina. It's all about trying to just manage forward, but I'm sure the last 2 games, the Cabo Verde and Egypt game, took a lot out of them. Decent header, good save, Martinez. And Bolo's header didn't really have the power to threaten a Martinez. Martinez was always going to get there first. Gets there quite comfortably. We've seen this a lot from Martinez, where he just punts one long. Molina continues to be the outlet. Enzo Fernandez finds Leo Messi. Messi, Fernandez. Fernandez and Paredes spamming short passes, trying to boost their stats up by the looks of it. Here's Molina. Paredes continues his run. Good touch around the corner. McAllister, sweeping switch to Nico Tagliafico. Here's Alexis McAllister, the goal scorer, the match winner as it stands. 6 attempts each. Again, where are the Argentine attempts, man? I'm missing these 6. Where did they get 6 from? No idea. Martinez technically has had more saves to make than Gregor Kobel. Oh, that's a crunching header. Well done, Tagliafico. Julian Alvarez battles. That might have come off Tagliafico's arm, and that's certainly a foul. Gibril So has to be careful because he's on a yellow card. Needs to walk away. Has to walk away from this one. He's made a challenge. Tagliafico knows exactly what he's doing. He shields the ball well, expects the challenge right through the back of him. Free kick for Argentina. We saw England didn't play the most convincing of footballs, but ended up getting the job done, courtesy of extra time. Well, Argentina just want to get by here. You can see, if you offer them the full-time whistle right now, they'll snap your arm off. Played very little. Again, I think they just emptied the gas tank against Egypt. It was do or die. Their tournament life was hanging by a thread before Leo Messi decided it's time to go supernova. Turned it on with an assist for Romero's goal and then the equalizer, which is just typical Leo Messi, man. Oh, Mbolo with a very good run forward. Dan Ndoye on the left-hand side. He's got 2 Swiss players to aim at. It's Ndoye on the outside. Well defended. Nahuel Molina comes across against Switzerland. That pretty much encapsulates them. That is really good stuff by Breel Mbolo. Breezes past Leo Messi. Corner for Switzerland. Can they hit Argentina at their own game here? Raiders corner, cleared away by McAllister. McAllister's made a couple of those defensive interceptions. Switzerland have stepped their game up here. They've pinned Argentina back. Here's Manuel Akanji onto the left-hand side. They do keep the ball well. Switzerland just lacking a bit of the cutting edge, though. Here's Xhaka. Valverde. Gibril So to Ricardo Rodriguez. So again. Nico Valverde. Onto the left-hand side. That's a clever pass. Switzerland have been very patient and are progressing with patience. And they've slowed the pace down entirely. Nico Valverde venturing forward and Mbolo with the layoff. Critical defending there. Dan Ndoye wanted to get a shot away. Paredes holds him off. Ricardo Rodriguez, chance to clip this ball in. It's a very good save by Martinez. Header was angling into the corner. Switzerland, they have finally woken up. That was a proper chance created. Good football played. They were patient. They create a right opening. Ricardo Rodriguez on the left-hand side is as good as it gets. Argentina want a foul. They're not going to get it. They're sensing the game here. Switzerland know that get a goal and they can really hurt Argentina from there. Xhaka now. Granit Xhaka! Good save, Martinez. Martinez called into action on two quick occasions. One from that Embolo header. And then from strike from distance by Granit Xhaka. Quick release. Again, Argentina in no mood. Trying to build out the back. This is almost just percentage football they're trying to play. I guess we will see the hydration break soon after this one. Oh, Lisandro Martinez is forceful and comes away with the ball. Just hammers that forward. Enzo Fernandez pressing and then realizing that nobody's really pressing with him. Needs to go back into his position. Here's Freuler. Granit Xhaka. Rodriguez. Ricardo Rodriguez, that's a clever pass. Dan and Doy! The equalizer arrives! Argentina have gone to sleep in this match and Switzerland have come roaring back into this contest. They were looking to coast, but they are not going to be coasting anymore. Dan and Doy with a beautiful finish. 1-1, game on. And you cannot say Switzerland don't deserve it because they've been threatening. Argentina have sleepwalked this entire second half and they have been punished. And as I said before, there's no straightforward game when Argentina play in the World Cup. This is lovely stuff. Is Dan and Doy onside? He's onside by a mile. Beautiful football and a sweeping finish. Martinez tries to close down the angle. Everything about this movement is top class. Murat Yakin, he'll feel that his side absolutely deserved this. Argentina have to go again. And they have nobody else but to blame but themselves, man. This is not the kind of football world champions play. Let's be honest, they're skating by games. And this shouldn't come as any surprise that Switzerland are giving them a game. And Switzerland fans will be so relieved that at least they celebrate not just a goal, but a telling goal in a World Cup knockout game. Breel Embolo, that's a foul by Paredes. That could be a yellow card. And if Switzerland are clever here, they get a few Argentinian players off their rocker here. Paredes with a yellow card. Freuler absolutely losing it. I am sure Paredes has said something derogatory there. Freuler absolutely seething on that occasion. Well, game on now. Argentina cannot coast anymore. They absolutely deserve it. Some of the football that they've played has just been some non-existent stuff. It just showcases how much they rely on 38, 39-year-old Leo Messi. Messi has been a shadow of himself. I'll be the first one to admit, but come on, the rest have to wake up. The hydration break is being called. I thought the referee is going to be sent to his monitor for some reason. I'm not sure as to why, but he is being sent to it. What's happening here? They're checking whether or not Paredes had... Oh, it's a clear dive by Mbolo. Paredes is going to see his yellow card get rescinded here. Yep, it's a clear dive by Breel Mbolo. Any contact on the shoulder? Nope, nothing. Again, the ref doesn't need so many checks here. Why is he having like 10 looks at this decision? Just move on. It's not even a crucial one. What the hell is this? This is a farce, man. Get on with the game. If this is happening during the hydration break, fair enough. But this happening and then the hydration break happening, it's an absolute farce, especially with the game at 1-1. Just get on with it, man. They've taken like 2 or 3 minutes for a yellow card to be rescinded. This ref. Oh, Breel Mbolo's got a second yellow card for diving and he's been sent off. Oh, what is this, man? This is not the way. Every game with Argentina, man. Oh, my word. It's not even like a dive in the box. This is getting out of control. This is ridiculous. Soon after Switzerland got the equalizer, this is wild. To give him a second yellow for this, I mean, they are not even hiding it anymore. Breel Mbolo getting a second yellow card. This is heartbreaking, man. Fine, he dives. I'll give you that. But it's in the halfway line. That was the first yellow, no problem. The second yellow, he cannot believe it. His World Cup dreams have been taken away from him. He believes, or he's been told, that he's let his country down. This is a freaking farce, man. Every game with Argentina, it's becoming impossible to root for them. Switzerland have every reason to be fuming here. This is how head losses happen. This happened against Egypt as well. I give you, right? Egypt were 2-0 up, but they felt every decision is going against us. This is cheating that's happening. How the hell has that gone from a Paredes yellow card to Breel Mbolo getting a second yellow card and being sent off here? And this happened soon after Switzerland equalize. They're not even trying to hide it anymore, man. This is a disgrace. They're ruining a beautiful game. And this is happening in America, and I'm not even surprised. It's an absolute disgrace. Can they win a clean game of football, please? I'll be the first one to praise them, but this is out of control. How was that deemed to be a second yellow card in a game of this magnitude? With the stakes so high, you have killed Switzerland, man. Argentina are going to score the second here at some point, but there's going to be no reaction from me. This is getting out of hand now. The hydration break has been called, and this has knocked the taste out of my mouth. Disgraceful. Somebody has told the referee, go out there. This is a chance to send Mbolo off. Switzerland are threatening to ruin it here. He's dived in a position of no consequence. Let's give him a second yellow card and send him off. In what universe is that an acceptable decision? Well, we're back of whatever's left. It's completely killed the game off as a contest, man. Switzerland have been hard done by. I've never seen VAR being utilized like that. Just knocked the stuffing out of the game, literally. And Doyle scores 67th minute. 3 or 4 minutes later, the striker gets sent off for a second yellow card. Yes, he's dived. I'll give you that. But where has he dived? What is he affecting there? Cancel the Paredes yellow card, no problem, but to give Mbolo the yellow and a second yellow as well. I'm going to try and justify every decision, but geez, man. Here's Messi. Clip fast fouls Nico Gonzalez. Gregor Kobel does well. This should motivate Switzerland even more. But they will be pushed backwards, and all that positive play now completely undone. No centre forward to bounce the ball off. They're just going to have to keep the ball. It's going to be a difficult task. Murat Yakin will have to lean on his bench now more ever so than ever, because he's going to need fresh legs. There's Shaka. He'll be telling his team that we have suffered injustice. Let's go out there and score a goal. It just feels like even if Switzerland score a legitimate goal, they're going to find a way to chalk it off. Here's Akanji. Trying to Shaka. Murat Yakin is probably readying his subs here, and he needs to probably utilize all 5. Yes, he's lost his striker. He can keep the defensive shape. Again, if you're Switzerland, you're not worried about anything that Argentina have in terms of the attacking prowess, because there's been nothing barring the goal. Absolutely nothing. You can be confident, push up if you want. Yes, there's no striker, but that shouldn't change the way you play. Alvedi, great carry. He's lost out. He's out of position now. McAllister. Paredes. Here's Enzo Fernandez. Now Alessandro Martinez. Onto the right-hand side. They're being patient here. Argentina know that the game is in their hands now. Even though it was Switzerland who got the equalizer and were on the up. Bit of a scandalous call there. And I'm sure they'll justify it. Yep, he dived. He should have got a yellow card. I've never seen that in that area of the pitch. I've been watching football a long time, guys. McAllister. Enzo Fernandez. Paredes. Leo Messi. Messi now trying to dribble his way out of a tight corner. Paredes. Jibril So showing a bit of composure on the ball, and he does very well. Here's DePaul, though, he's nipped in. Scaloni is yet to use his bench to its fullest. Just Nico Gonzalez coming on. Here's Enzo Fernandez. Nico Gonzalez. Weak dribbling there. Zakaria, light work for him. Fernandez. Paredes. Leo Messi turns on a dime. Oh, this is great football, but he can't go through the Swiss wall. Good defending, Switzerland. Here's Xhaka. Loses out. Chance for Switzerland to counter. I'm not sure whether or not they'll use this for a quick lightning counter attack. Just keep the ball and try and drag this game to extra time. Romero. McAllister. Well, now Argentina have width on the pitch. Nico Gonzalez, genuine winger now. Does it change the way Argentina operate? They have the man advantage, but it doesn't show. Enzo Fernandez. Leo Messi. Paredes. Shifting it to Gonzalez. Paredes again. Argentina, not in any hurry. What a pass this is. It's Leo Messi who tries to chip Kerbal. Brilliant save. Offside flag raised. Pretty much spares Messi's blushes because that was a huge opportunity. Switzerland just back off, back off, back off. Messi was clearly onside. The goal would have stood. He went to chip Kerbal. Side foot finish into the corner and it's probably game over. Nicely done by Gregor Kobel. Messi's 9th goal prevented. Double substitution by Scaloni. He takes off Naul Molina and Rodrigo de Paul. He brings on Montiel and Lautaro Martinez. It's an attacking change. Midfielder off for a striker and right back for right back. Scaloni wants this game to be done. Doesn't want to take this into extra time. Argentina getting the rub of the green again. Lionel Scaloni, he knows that he's been aided, but still having to go through the ringer. Switzerland with a triple substitution. Right move here by Murat Yakin. He needs fresh legs. So Ndoye and Reader off. Vidma, Amdouni, and Muhim. Well, the triple substitution made by Murat Yakin. The side having a chance, but now needing fresh legs. Gregor Kerbal making a big save of Leo Messi. That was his first real shot he's had in the box. He went for the composed lift, but foiled by the keeper. Was flagged as offside, but the goal would have stood. That's a really poor call by the linesman. It's almost like he raised it up to spare Messi's blushes. Because he was onside by a mile. Like, he was level. Here's Elvedi. Ricardo Rodriguez spoons it forward for Dennis Zakaria, who's playing in midfield now. It's moved off the ball, but he's strong and he comes away with it brilliantly. Here's Dennis Zakaria leading the lone counter-attack. Oh, Paul can't get the pass forward. Amdouni, the only attacker now. Switzerland retreat into their shape here. 3 minutes plus stoppage time remain at the Arrowhead. Switzerland down to 10 after another controversial decision to send off Briel Mbolo. Here's Lisandro Martinez. Enzo Fernandez now. Messi. Can he bail his side out again? Looks like he has to. There's Lisandro Martinez. Nico Gonzalez. Back to Martinez. Messi. Messi, clever looking pass but well intercepted. Switzerland have put in a really heroic performance now. They've been chopped in the knees. Down to 10. But still remain imperious. There's Alexis McAllister, Paredes, Enzo Fernandez, back to Leandro Paredes, Enzo again. Enzo Fernandez's performance has been questionable today. Haven't seen him affect the game whatsoever. Here's Lisandro Martinez. Same could be said about pretty much everybody in the attacking sense. Lautaro Martinez, since coming on, has seen very little of the ball. Argentina want to try and avoid extra time, but it looks like the last two quarterfinals will end up with 30 extra minutes. Cross comes into the box. It's fired across the face. Nico Gonzalez keeps it alive. What a chance! Is that a save by Kerbal? Oh, McAllister's header from point blank range. McAllister is convinced that that should have been a corner. Gonzalez does brilliantly. Oh, looked like a terrific save. Outrageous stuff. No, it wasn't a save of Kerbal. Might have come off the boot of Elvedi. Either way, Switzerland survive. They just boot this long. On to the right-hand side. And it's ultra patient here. Not going to look to force this any quicker. Paredes finds Leo Messi. Messi with a clever ball. Gonzalez with good control on the chest brings it down nicely. Martinez and Christian Romero both have scored big goals. Enzo Fernandez again looking for the cross into the box. They're being very patient here, Argentina. They've got 9 minutes of stoppage time. Oof. That's a lot for Switzerland to hold on to. Here's Fernandez again. Decent enough ball. Elvedi clears. It's a corner for Argentina. Switzerland are going to feel the heat. Can they stand up? Corner for Argentina. Messi takes it quickly. Change of angle. Paredes. Enzo Fernandez. Argentina so slow on the ball. Not making quick enough decisions. Messi. Paredes. 1 minute of stoppage time disappears. Enzo Fernandez. On to the right-hand side. Enzo again. Paredes. Now Enzo. Extremely cautious. It's Leo Messi. Chops. Leo Messi! Oh, just wide. That would have been the heartbreaker for Switzerland. Messi creating enough room on that right foot. What's up, Mr. Nikhilesh Singh? Early bird. Isn't it 6 a.m. in Nairobi? Well, welcome to the stream, bro. We've pulled an all-nighter. We've done back-to-back quarterfinals, and it looks like both the quarterfinals will end up going into extra time. Argentina getting another favorable decision soon after Switzerland equalized. There was a red card for a second yellow for a dive by Breel Mbolo in a non-threatening zone. VAR intervening. Argentina getting very fortunate. They're playing, it looks like, a bulk of the second half. And, of course, extra time by the looks of it with a man advantage. There's Nico Gonzalez dancing feet, and that's a poor strike. Out for a goal kick. Leo Messi had that opportunity when he was found beautifully by Leandro Paredes with the ball over the top. Messi tried the ultra-composed chipped effort with Gregor Kerbal gobbled with ease. But if he finds the bottom corner there, that was the goal that Argentina were waiting for. There's acres of space too. There's Romero. Montiel. Martinez. 6 minutes of stoppage time remain. Tired legs for sure for Switzerland despite making the triple substitution. There's Martinez. Paredes. Enzo Fernandez. Leo Messi. Messi finds Julian Alvarez. Now Lico Gonzalez. It's a poor pass. He's on the stretch though. McAllister brings it down. Here's Julian Alvarez. Nico Gonzalez. This would be a tough one to take if Switzerland concede now. Messi. Messi, twinkle toes, trying to create room for a shot here. It's Leo Messi looking for the reverse pass. Well defended by Dennis Zakaria. Dennis Zakaria has been outstanding for Switzerland today. At right back in midfield. He's been everywhere. That was Leo Messi's attempted reverse pass. Well defended by Granit Xhaka, both the number 10s. In action there. Ricardo Rodriguez is coming off. The veteran putting in yet another very impressive shift at left back. And he's been replaced by Comer. Four minutes of stoppage time remain. Switzerland looking to run down the clock. Here's Martinez. De Paul. Messi into the box. It's too much. Too high there for any centre forward. What's up, Chach? What's up? Fresh legs for who? It's been an all-nighter. It's been hectic. And it looks like both games going to quarterfinals. Full tadi. Heavy beard. I saw Chata live. He was on the stream for England versus Norway. Caught me off guard. Three defenders in Messi. There's been some dubious play, Chechi. As soon as Switzerland got the equalizer, a few minutes later, suspiciously, Switzerland got a red card. Foul play. Full 30 indeed, Chechi. It's been hard work. It looks like it's going to be another half an hour at least. There goes my hopes of covering the Conor McGregor, Tony Ferguson match. He woke up, true fan. It was definitely dubious and fouler than Chechi. You're going to see it on Instagram. You're going to see a lot about it. Here's Nico Gonzalez. Lisandro Martinez. Argentina have not thrown the kitchen sink at Gregory Kerbel in the second half, especially when they had the man advantage. Messi, McAllister, back to Messi. Messi turning the pace on here. Julian Alvarez. He looked to shift and shoot. Dennis Zakaria keeps a leash on him. Working the farm. Here's Alvarez. Decent ball in. They kept it alive. Cleared away. Switzerland have to hold on for 2 more minutes. Here's McAllister. Leandro Paredes. Julian Alvarez playing as left winger now. He's got Messi and Martinez to aim at. Here's Leo Messi. Going to try and manufacture a shot. Messi puts it into the area. It's just helped out for a corner. Widmer's like, anywhere will do. We'll try and deal with it from the corner, but this is hectic stuff. Good morning, Mr. Bajaj. You're back. 1-1 indeed, and Switzerland were down to 10. Soon after, they equalized courtesy of Dan and Doy. Eventful half indeed, but Argentina, in terms of their overall play, have not deserved it. FIFA trying their best. Messi's corner, flick on header. Martinez with the acrobatics. Great save by Gregor Kerbel. Full stretch. Oh, that would have been a terrific goal by Lisandro Martinez. I want to say unlikely goal scorer, but having scored a brilliant goal against Cabo Verde. It's Messi now on the outside. Loses possession, but he wins it back. Here's Lisandro Martinez. Immediately gives it to Leo Messi. Here's Enzo Fernandez. 30 seconds of stoppage time remain. Enzo Fernandez goes on the outside, but he's been ignored. Lisandro Martinez. Leo Messi. Paredes. Last attack here for Argentina. Got the overlap here. Enzo Fernandez puts in a dangerous ball in. Back into the danger area. Cleared away by Akanji. Danger still not averted. Paredes. On to the right-hand side. This is dangerous. Ball into the box. Oh, referee blows the whistle against Argentina. There is justice. This was the Lisandro Martinez effort. What a save by Gregor Kobel, man. He's going the wrong way. Has to quickly adjust. It's a clutch save. Dortmund keeper making the save, and we're going into extra time again. Boy, oh boy. Well, the first two quarterfinals ended in 90 minutes, and it's the back-to-back quarterfinals that is pushing me to my limits. McAllister's 10th minute opener cancelled out by Dan and Doe in the 67th minute, and we're going into extra time. Goalkeeping. Fielding. Well, give me a couple of minutes. I'll be back before extra time starts. It's been a hectic day, hectic night. I'll be back very soon. And we're back for the second half. Scaloni has made a change. Enzo Fernandez is off and Thiago Almada comes on. So they've got wingers on both flanks now as Argentina look to push for the winner here before penalty shootout. 30 more minutes come for Switzerland to hold on for dear life with 10 men. This is going to be hectic for the Swiss, and it's all for Argentina to try and break open the Swiss resistance. It's only been that Alexis McAllister header from the 10th minute that has been Argentina's only route to goal. They have struggled here today, and they're going the distance. Off and running for extra time. The last two quarterfinals going the distance. England got it done with Jude Bellingham scoring early into the extra time. Will Argentina do the same here? Well, Switzerland played 120 minutes against Colombia, and they have to go 120 again, this time with 10. It's brutal on the legs. Here's Leo Messi. Messi squeezes it through. Switzerland with a deep block. Oh, it's a chance and it's a well-blocked effort. It's Nico Gonzalez deflected. Out for a corner. Here's Leo Messi. Oof, that was hectic. Very, very hectic indeed. Ball breaks very kindly there for Lautaro Martinez. Can't get his shot away, which is well blocked. Corner for Argentina. Messi will take this one. Take it short, change of angle. Ball into the box. Messi again has a chance to put this into the area. Decides to delegate. Here's Almada. Thought about the shot. Decides against it, and rightfully so. Julian Alvarez. Alvarez with the strike. Oof, bit of frustration. Julian Alvarez trying to pull from deep. It's hectic indeed, Chech. Hectic indeed. No straightforward game for Argentina in the knockouts. They had to go through it in extra time against Cabo Verde. Against Egypt, it was marred by controversy. This game too has its ups and downs. Argentina getting the favorable call. They haven't been able to breach the Swiss defense since the 10th minute. Here's Paredes. Switzerland quickly back into their defensive shape. Very much a back five here. 5-3-1 the formation by Murat Yakin. Onto the left-hand side. Argentina looking to crank up the pressure. Critical that Switzerland don't get retreated. It's a decent strike. Sweating indeed. JT, you feeling the heat? Feeling the pressure? World Cup quarterfinals. No place to hide. Lose here. It's a direct flight straight back home. It's an enthralling. It's not a 0-0 game though, thankfully. Are you watching the game or are you just following the watch along? Either way, I appreciate it, Chach. Here's Messi. He's got runners in front of him, avoids all of them. They are keeping the shape here. You know the key terminology. That's exactly what Switzerland are doing here. We're rooting for Switzerland, Chechi, the underdogs. Here's Paredes. Onto the left-hand side. Argentina, again, Julian Alvarez trying to manufacture a shot. Gonzalez loses his balance. Cleared away by Alveri, but not too far away. Danger still not averted. Can't stay out of the kitchen. The heat in the kitchen is hectic. Here's Lisandro Martinez, invited to shoot. They're queuing up here, Argentina. They've got 4 in the box. Make that 5 now. Again, trying to manufacture a bit of a room. Cleared, well defended here by Switzerland. Nicely done. Forcing the pass backwards. Which is asking me not to bother you. No. Keep getting involved, Chich. Makes things more interesting. Here's Messi. Again looks to feint the shot. Gonzalez. It's a lot of sideways and backwards passing here from Argentina. Rooting for Argentina. Shame. Point and shame you. Here's Messi. Argentina's hopes lay on him as the clever clip pass cleared by Nico Elvedi. It's all Argentina here in terms of possession. Here's Almada. Almada with the strike! Oh, side netting. Nearly the perfect introduction off the bench. Atletico Madrid winger just creates enough room, trying to just arrow that into the bottom corner. Good strike. And Switzerland cannot afford to just keep on backing off, just graze the outside of the post. Deshari is coming on for Dennis Zakaria. Has put in a massive shift. He's off, and Jashari slots into the midfield role. Fresh legs, much needed for Switzerland. Not rooting for Switzerland, and they were really close there. Thiago Almada off the bench, nearly sending the Argentine fans into raptures. Lionel Scaloni, in the last 3 games, would have aged at least 3 years. Cannot keep taking the stress. That game against England in the semi-finals, if it looks like Argentina might go through, be another hectic affair. And if they make it past, they have to play either France or Spain in the final. That's a clear foul and a yellow card. Thiago Almada, after a shot that hit the post, picks up a swift yellow card. Argentina will keep looking to beat down that door. Shots from distance, certainly one avenue. Foul play. Foul indeed. Free kick for Switzerland. A rare opportunity for Manuel Akanji and Nico Elvedi to just venture forward. They've got the height advantage over Argentina, one of those smallest teams, diminutive players. Xhaka delivers. Akanji the target. Good defensive header by Lisandro Martinez. And the foul has been adjudged against Manuel Akanji. Why are all footballers called Thiago? Good question. It's like John. Here's Messi. Messi's just ambling about. And he plays a clever through pass into the channel. Lautaro Martinez has been well marshaled by his Inter teammate in Manuel Akanji. That was some rough play, and now it's Argentina getting a few yellow cards here. First Almada, and now Martinez with a yellow card. Lautaro picks up a yellow. Chase, it's 8:45 India time. I've been awake since 12 a.m. Putting the all-nighter. Sunday is pretty much a write-off. See you tomorrow. Kerbal goes long, just gets rid of the ball. Not good. They're done. Throw in for Switzerland. An opportunity to get out of their half. Yep, it's kitchen sink time from Argentina's point of view. They're dragging it deep. The longer this carries on, it just gives Switzerland a bit of hope. Take this to pens. It's anybody's game. Muhim with a good run. Here's Jashari. Granit Xhaka with the effort over the crossbar. Pull and pray there by Granit Xhaka, the Swiss skipper. It's honest work by Switzerland. Putting their bodies on the line. Working overtime. Down to 10 men for what looks like about 40 minutes now. Thank you for your service. Respect. Argentina now trying to crowd the box. Here's Leo Messi trying to pick the lock. Clips it in. Gregor Kobel gobbles it up. About 5 minutes remaining in the first period of extra time. Switzerland, a tough nut to crack. Colombia found that out the hard way. That ended up 0-0 after 120 minutes, and Switzerland eventually keeping their nerve to win it on pens. Townsend Sanchez, Manuel Akanji, Cucho Hernandez, all missing their pens. Argentinian fans still cheering the team on here. Spot in the semi-final against England away. Well, FIFA won the top 4 sides. Make no mistake about it. They've got 3 out of the 4. But they keep seeing Argentina make hard work of these games. Messi looks unbothered. He's playing the game at walking pace, but when he gets the ball in and around the box, that's when he accelerates. Won't be fooled by his quote-unquote lack of effort. When it matters, where it matters, Leo Messi comes up trumps. Here's Romero finding Messi. Messi shimmies and shakes away. Great play by Leo Messi onto the left-hand side. Argentina have got enough in the box. Waiting for a cutback. Here's Almada. Again delays it. That's a curious touch by Thiago Almada. Nimble feet indeed by Leo Messi. That's Messi. He can turn both directions. As a defender, it's a nightmare. Here's Messi, central position. Finding the goal scorer, Alexis McAllister. Argentina continue to exercise patience, but they're running out of time. Switzerland almost navigating the first period of extra time. Here's McAllister. Messi. Back to McAllister. Now Leo Messi. Space opens up here. He was threatening the shot. Referee waves play on here. And Argentina will take the free kick. Granit Xhaka clatters into Leo Messi. Murat Yakin furious with that call. Referee wave play on, but Argentina no mood. Yep, that's a clear foul by Amdouni. He's late and he catches Leo. Crunching challenge there by the Burnley forward. This is prime time Leo Messi position. Foul indeed, Chechi, and this is not position A1, but as close as it gets. Messi can very easily curl this into the top corner. He's eyeing the spot. Might even look to sneak it bottom post. Bottom corner far post. Big moment in this match. It's Leo Messi. It's a weak effort against the wall. Looks like Messi's running on fumes. All that build-up for the wall to have a comfortable job against Switzerland. Need to cut out these set pieces here. Stop conceding needless fouls. And goalkeeper's stressed. Goalkeeper is not done. He still knows that there's a lot of time. And there's a couple of Argentine efforts that's going to ask him a lot of questions. Here's Lisandro Martinez. Forced to go backwards. There's still an Argentine player on the deck here. Play continues. As they should. There's Paredes. Onto the left-hand side. Nico Gonzalez. Still not back onto his feet. But now he is. Here's Messi in the half space. Inviting his team forward. Messi finds McAllister. McAllister could cross this one. He does. He overhits it by a mile. Terrible ball in by Alexis McAllister. Yep, that's a foul. Clear foul on Nico Gonzalez by Jashari. Referee wave play on, and can understand why Nico Gonzalez was on the turf for as long as he was. That's a sore on the Achilles. It looks like Switzerland have navigated the first period of extra time. Almada came the closest, grazing the outside of the post, but other than that, Switzerland holding their defensive shape. Here's Jashari with the strike. Oh, pulls it out from nowhere. That's a painful one, isn't it, Cheech? And then he has to just get up and start running again like nothing happened. Carry on. Footballers, built different. Here's Messi. He's got the run of Montiel. Ignores it. Shimmies away and then puts in a decent ball into the box. It's a header. Oh, it's put in a decent location there. Nobody really attacking the box. Lautaro Martinez attacking the front post. That's probably where you need Enzo Fernandez crashing in late. Enzo no longer on the pitch. Here's Paredes. Again, this is good stuff from Switzerland, man. They've weathered the storm and they've taken a few of the early punches. You didn't believe him. You thought he just took a tumble. Jacques. I don't blame you. Some of the players do exaggerate. But that was a genuinely painful one. Studs on the Achilles. Ouch indeed. It looks like Switzerland have some way, somehow kept Argentina at bay, and looks like one of the quarterfinals might end up going to pens. High drama indeed. Argentina have not been able to pry open the Swiss defense. It has to be very careful there. Defensively, you cannot go lunging in. You cannot look to try and grab hold of a player. Chechi's not going to be subbed off. He's going to have to carry on because he was the player that was subbed on. Unless he can literally not walk, he's going to have to carry on and he's going to have to power through. Bite down on that rag. Something bigger at stake. Quick Brufen maybe. But 15 minutes for Argentina as Switzerland are running on fumes here. You can see the steam coming out of their ears. Players getting ice packs. They need anything. That was a foul, Chage. Good eye. It was risky play by the centre half. Don't want to have both arms around one of the opposition players. Risky play. Oh, by the way, Chage, what's the lunch menu today? Is it a Sunday special? Bulgogi? It's got to be some meat. Prime time meat. Switzerland with their final huddle. Granit Xhaka getting the king's treatment. He's run his socks off. Got to answer the question, Chage. What's for lunch? Argentina, they've gone through some severe mental exertion in their last 3 knockout games. They'll have to go through it again. It's just that the attack has looked so blunt. Gregor Kobel, the only save that he had to make was that cheeky, messy chip. He tried to just lift it over the goalkeeper when he was found clean through by Leandro Paredes. Oh, early lunch. What did you eat? That's sweet. Christian Romero, still continuing by the looks of it. What was it though? Oh, he's not continuing. His race is run. They're going to throw on another attacker by the... Nope, it's centre half for centre half. Christian Romero's off and Nicolas Otamendi is on in his place. Truffle bean sandwich with the Jew. Oh my goodness. Oh, talk about being holy moly extra. I hope it was good. Does sound juicy though. Damn, I'm hungry now. It's 8:55 a.m. The last meal I had was at 12 a.m. I could eat. Off and running for the second period of extra time. Argentina have made hard work of this game, and Switzerland will feel if they had 11v11, this could have been a different game. At least have some sort of a threat. They've had to put an immense defensive shift. And for them to take this to pens would be admirable. Don't blame the baby, Chage. See, now that you've tried the beef, Chage, you can't go back to fillet of fish and chicken anymore. Just inferior meat. It's all about the protein. Akanji just lumps it forward. Just get rid of the ball. It's going to be back-to-back games by the looks of it, where Switzerland have to prevail via pens. Will Manuel Akanji take it after missing two high-profile pens, one against England in the Euros and missing one against Colombia? Luckily for Switzerland, it didn't hurt them. McAllister with the foul. Weem gets stepped on there. That's a painful one. Very little covering on top of the boot there. It's pretty much studs on bone. Free kick for Switzerland. Granit Xhaka to take it. And does he just put this into the corridor of uncertainty? Get Akanji or Elvedi to attack this one. Xhaka's delivery. Decent ball in. Good sliding challenge to clear that out of harm's way. Critical interception there from Argentina's point of view. Now Argentina will look to attack. Switzerland quickly back into their defensive shape. The back five. There it is. 5-3-1. Clearly on display now. Almada finds Alexis McAllister. Leo Messi on the right-hand side. McAllister continues his run. Messi delays his option. Sneaks it onto the right-hand side. Messi is not going to track back, so Amdouni can have a run here. Amdouni by his lonesome. Oh, great feat. Does his break kindly here. Switzerland with a rare counter-attack, but unfortunately for them, just running out of room and options. It's going to be wave after wave of Argentinian attacks, but Switzerland, the rare moments that they do have a chance to counter, need to try and make something of it. Again, the Swiss back five, immediately back into position. Here's Lautaro Martinez. Julian Alvarez finds Alexis McAllister. Leo Messi on the right-hand side, into the half spaces. Messi now shifts. Doesn't shoot though. McAllister. An immense patience being exercised here by Argentina. There's Thiago Almada. Nico Gonzalez. Sandro Martinez came very close with that acrobatic effort that Gregor Kobel had to really claw out after pretty much transferring his weight one direction. Here's Leo Messi now. Almost feels like anything could happen when he has the ball in the box. Here's Almada. Went for the cutback option. Nobody really reads it. Here's Montiel. Alexis McAllister. Nicolas Otamendi. Sandro Martinez clips it towards the far stick, asking way too much out of Lautaro Martinez. Goal kick. It looks like Argentina might have to do this through pens. It's going to be the hard way. That was the Lautaro Martinez sliding interception. Critical stuff there by the centre forward. Paredes is off. And Lopez takes his spot instead. Attacking move by Lionel Scaloni. He's got just about 10 plus a minute, say about 11 minutes remaining here. Switzerland's defense, top-notch. Barring that goal, that Argentina scored in the 10th minute, Argentina have not created anything clear-cut. And even when Switzerland have gone down to 10, barring that effort from Thiago Almada in extra time and Lisandro Martinez's acrobatics, Gregor Kobel had a relatively comfortable game between the sticks. Switzerland can be immensely proud of this effort, man. The ref tried to ruin it. I'm going to take Argentina to the depths of hell now. Gregor Kobel with a good bit of goalkeeping. Handles that comfortably. Leo Messi looks like he's running out of ideas. And long punt forward. Conor McGregor versus Tony Ferguson. It's going to be live very shortly. Because of Argentina's incompetence, I'm going to have to miss that fight. I was hoping to do a bit of a watch along there, but that's gone now. Good goalkeeping by Gregor Kobel. Chage, I see that you've started to root for the underdog now. See, you've turned. All it's taken is 30 minutes of heroic defending. Are you still rooting for Argentina, despite them getting every advantage? Almada finds Leo Messi. Messi now trying to play hero ball. Leo Messi! Good save by Gregor Kobel. That was the opportunity. Ball kept alive. Lopez takes the scenic route. Finds Julian Alvarez. Alvarez might go for goal. Oh my word! He finds the top corner. It is heartbreaking for Switzerland. And Argentina get it done. Julian Alvarez's first World Cup goal is a special goal. Wow. That is a tough pill for Switzerland to swallow, man. Julian Alvarez with elite ball striking, finding the top corner. And Chich, you have gotten your wish. They have got the job done. And how hard have they had to work? They have had to scratch, claw, cheat their way out of this one. But Julian Alvarez comes up clutch. Argentina keep doing it. They keep on doing it. Leo Messi's strike was parried away. Julian Alvarez's top corner finish is electrifying. Wow. He has caught that perfectly. That is into the postage stamp. There's nothing Gregor Kobel can do about that. That is a tough one to take. Argentinian fans, I don't know how they do it. Every knockout game, going the distance. All Nico Elvedi can do is smile. They tried everything in their power. They did work hard, Chach. Unfortunately, it looks like it's only going to be a moral victory for Switzerland, while Argentina are about 7 plus a minute or two added on from facing England in the semi-finals. Argentina have to be focused defending, agreed, but Switzerland, they don't have anything in the tank. They've got nothing left. They were hoping to drag this game to penalties, but Julian Alvarez has just snatched that away from them. It's a cracking goal. Tough pill to swallow, though. Argentina employing a few of the dark arts now. Some time wasting going on, just looking to run down the clock. Luther talk indeed, Chach. Nobody's going to remember who finished in the quarterfinals. Vargas, who scored the winning penalty against Colombia, he's on. It's desperation time here for Switzerland, who have to attack. It's their time now to throw the kitchen sink. You're going to see Argentina now utilize a bit of rough play. All the underhanded tactics that you know about. Gouging the eyes, sweeping the legs. They're going to try everything. Good defensive work there. Lopez just clears that away. Argentina fall asleep there. Switzerland have to get this ball into the box. Cross does arrive. It's hit. Oh, good defensive header. Lisandro Martinez, despite not being the tallest, leaps very well. Here's Xhaka. Switzerland showing fight here. Ball recycled. Martinez with a terrific grab. Brilliantly done. And look at Martinez now. He's going to milk the clock. Freuler off for Vargas. Yep, great grab there by Emiliano Martinez. Saw there, Alexis McAllister went to ground as well as quickly as he could. Just going to run down the clock. The Argentine fans, the dream is still alive. The opportunity to go back to back. But they'll have to go through England in the semi-finals and either Spain or France in the finals. The path is very difficult, and the way Argentina have played doesn't fill me with too much confidence. But they seem to have that World Cup black magic working for them. What a goal, man. Julian Alvarez, what a time to score your first World Cup goal in 2026. Utterly special. It's a dagger through Swiss hearts, though. Like, we tried everything. Look at Argentina now. Going to go down for everything, every possible challenge. Well, come on, Switzerland have to create one opportunity. Lose 3-1 from here, it doesn't really matter. Might as well go for it. Go out swinging. A lot of what ifs. What if the game was 11v11? Argentina certainly don't have this game as comfortable, because when it was 11v11, it was all Switzerland in terms of the way that they were playing. Argentina were causing them no problems. Breel Mbeumo was a handful up front. Dan and Doy scoring a terrific goal. And literally 2 minutes later, they're down to 10. Martinez finds his goalkeeper, Emiliano Martinez. There are Lisandro Martinez, Emiliano Martinez, Lautaro Martinez. A whole host of Martinez's on the pitch. That's what they get for claiming to be a neutral country. You pick a side, and that side, that's a yellow for McAllister, man. He's just kicked the ball away. You pick a side, Nikhil, and you get the rewards. Got the helping hand of FIFA and the US of A. They're going to take full advantage of it, but whether or not they can try and do this against England, because England, they'll certainly make a fuss about it. There's nothing much you can do about it, though. But it's Switzerland now with a free kick. Granit Xhaka, he's running on fumes, man. It's a weak free kick. He's put in an incredible shift, the Swiss captain. Gregor Kerbel invited forward. Centre half still up front. Akanji with a flick-on header. It's not cleared away entirely convincingly. Now Argentina on the counter-attack could kill this game off here. It's Leo Messi searching for his 9th World Cup goal. It's Leo Messi deflection. Corner for Argentina. Well, Messi has had a couple of strikes in extra time. Good defending. It's Granit Xhaka again, man. Brilliant from him. Showcased a lot of personality. Fantastic engine. Messi taking his time, ambling towards the corner flag. A goal here will seal it. I'm sure Argentina are just happy to keep the ball towards the corner flag and run down the clock. Offside flag raised against Leo Messi. Chance for Switzerland to launch this one in. Just punt it forward. Anywhere will do. Time running out. We're into stoppage time of extra time. Switzerland have tried everything in their power. You got to feel for them, man, especially the manner in which the goal was scored. 4 minutes of stoppage time and extra time signaled by the fourth official. Now or never for Switzerland. Good defensive header by Nicolas Otamendi. Jahari with the ball in. Just about managed to get away from that situation. Nico Gonzalez. Just look at Nico Gonzalez. He got stepped on his Achilles and he's gunning it full clip. They just built different. Look at Julian Alvarez still pressing. And now Argentina could kill this game here. It's 3v1 if they get this right. Thiago Almada is through on goal. It's Thiago Almada to add the finishing touches. Lautaro Martinez! 3-1 to Argentina. They get it done the hard way. And they will face England in the semi-finals of the World Cup. Lautaro Martinez on the counter-attack, lethal. As Gregor Kobel's save went straight into the path of Inter's forward. And he adds the finishing touches. Argentina get the job done. Just about. It is extremely cruel on Switzerland. The scoreline does not reflect what we have seen for 120 minutes. And Leo Messi says, the one game I take off, thankfully you guys deliver. This was them on the counter-attack. Too swift, with Switzerland committing everybody forward. But it's a huge slice of fortune in the way that it just falls straight into the path of Lautaro Martinez, who keeps his composure, keeps that on target, and sends Argentina into the semi-finals. Granit Xhaka, unfortunately, your tournament ends in the quarterfinals. Switzerland can be very proud, man. They can be very, very proud of this effort. Yes, it'll count for nothing in the end, but they've gone toe-to-toe against the world champions. And Argentina had to pull out every trick in the book, try and get the job done. Paum Kerbal indeed. He tried everything, powerless to stop the Julian Alvarez curler, and then he did terrifically well to stop the Thiago Almada shot. But as luck would have it, straight into the path of Lautaro Martinez. Switzerland absolutely livid. The bench is nearly pouring out, ready to throw hands at the referee here. Well, Argentina getting the job done just about. About 45 seconds of stoppage time away from another game, another knockout fixture that have tested them to the limit. Here's Almada. McAllister. Well, both England and Argentina played games that went into extra time. Saw Declan Rice today running on fumes. He was hooked at half-time. How he's going to be ready for Argentina, I have no idea, but Thomas Tuchel will start him. It's brutal on some of these players, especially players like Declan Rice, who had long seasons for the club. Went the distance, and the full-time whistle blows at the Arrowhead Stadium, and Argentina just about get the job done. It ends 3-1 at full-time, but the scoreline does not reflect the 120 minutes we've seen here. It is a tough one to take for Switzerland, but eventually their resistance runs out in extra time. Julian Alvarez is terrific top corner finish, breaking the Swiss resistance, and Lautaro Martinez adding the third right towards the end. It's a tough one to take for Switzerland, but unfortunately, that's the way it goes with FIFA in the US. Well, there you have it. FIFA get their dream semi-final lineup here. The top 4 seeded teams all make it to the semi-finals. On one side of the bracket, we've got Spain and France, 2 of the red-hot favorites for the title. And on the other side, we'll see England versus Argentina. Semi-finals coming up with a couple of days break here. It's going to be very, very interesting to see how the semi-finals pan up. Leo Messi plays another World Cup semi-final as Argentina look to go back-to-back. Well, that's it from me, guys. Thank you so much for tuning in. It has absolutely been crazy, man. Double watch-alongs, both games going into extra time. No pens in either. And it's heartbreak for the likes of Norway and Switzerland. And if there's time, I might catch the ending of the Conor McGregor and Tony Ferguson fight. So let me go ahead straight back to it. This time I might even do the live watch along for it. But I'm running on fumes too. But thank you so much, guys, for tuning in. This is me, Suraj, signing off. And I'll see you guys for the semi-finals.